there was glamour that came along with that, which is why Donald keeps talking about Al Capone. Like Capone knew how to use the press
I've
and make
invented more than Al Capone, the great gangster. That's what Trump said.
Yeah,
That's what Trump said.
Capone worked for Luciano, so he can talk about being great gangster all he wants. He knows. I don't even know if Donald knows his mafia lore in the right way. I think he just knows whatever his dad told him, and what the Goombas around him told him. So, but his Luciano's trial is sort of I think it's something that everybody should look at in terms of a model of how to cover this. It's okay to make it a great big circus. It's okay for it to be 24/7 news. It doesn't ever work out for the gangster. It's just not going to work out for him. He's not going to get more votes by having his criminality exposed.
I fucking hope not.
He's not.
Maybe, I mean, the press has to report on it correctly.
Yeah, it's up to them.
Maybe they should go. Wait, is it World Beneath? You talked about all that stuff in World Beneath, though, the trial and everything. No,
I touched on it a little bit. I didn't. I have a whole other thing I want to do about Luciano and the trial. And
no, because I seem to remember this.
Every single police officer in New York City, they had 80 locations they took down in one night, and nobody knew what they were doing because Luciano had so infiltrated. I don't remember. I don't know if it's called NYPD at the time, but the police force with his men and he had his spies in there and everything that Dewey did not trust that if they knew ahead of time, he knew they wouldn't catch anybody. So they hit 80 brothels at once on a cold February night, very cold February night. And 30 of them were tipped off. And so, and they only had 5 minutes to be tipped off, but 30 of them cleared out, but around 50 of them, they were able to grab, and they got everybody that was running them. They got the women, they got the pimps, they got the whole thing, the Johns, everyone, and then brought all of those people in to the case. So they had tremendous number of witnesses and everything. And the witness intimidation in that case is legendary. It's legendary. And he still went down. Went to prison.
He did.
Yeah. And then he got out of prison because he cut a deal with the government.
Because it was didn't he invent the idea of being a CI in a sense?
He was the first for national security purposes.
Yeah.
Both he and Lansky. Yeah.
I have a special fondness for him because, whoever did the voice of him Greg
voiced him in the podcast. Yeah.